on his music and addresses his ops in a radio interview, and just watching certain clips like this and watching old clips of Pop Smoke, it definitely makes me wonder how dude is, you know, how dude has definitely grown like since the first time we seen him. Like if you're really a core fan of just this type of rap, this type of street Brooklyn music, or if you're whatever like a core listener of mine, you definitely know, like the first time you saw Pop Smoke, you probably barely knew what the dude looked like. I definitely like made a bunch of jokes that like a bunch of people use now. Like I probably heard, like I said, stuff like what Pop Smoke sounds like Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo smoked backwoods and drank dark liquor. You know what I'm saying? Pop Smoke sounds like a 55-year-old dude with a city job with an old school Benz. I said things like Pop Smoke sounds like your girl's stepfather that got mad at you because you ain't take your shoes off when you came in the house before dinner. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. Like what I said. Like he had the voice of 13 of your meanest uncles. Just stuff like that. And I realized, a lot of the videos I did about Pop Smoke and some other dudes, MV Kane, it really was like to I guess bring people together with jokes and stuff like that. Because when you talk about the whole Brooklyn, whatever you want to call it, whatever it was, the drill scene, the grime scene, the street music scene, it was real serious. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I really saw was like people doing interviews talking about like, oh, like this block and stuff like that. And this is back in like the earlier days. This is back in the like 2016, 2017. Like a lot of the dudes was mad tough and stuff like that. So I was like, like what if I just came, said some jokes, you know what I'm saying? Not really try to get, not really go too far. I don't want to go into detail. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about, oh, this dude just got out of jail last month. I didn't really want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I really just personally wanted to talk about the music and, talk about it in a manner where I brought some jokes into it. You know what I'm saying? Because when we look at a lot of these situations, they're real serious. You know what I mean? Some of like these older songs, these, and I feel like the way and the manner in which, I talked about a lot of this stuff and like, like the jokes I made, I kind of made people look at it from a different perspective. I feel like I kind of made people, you know, I feel like I kind of humanized these dudes that definitely look like really just intimidating figures. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the MV Canes, the Cooters and stuff like that, to to someone that doesn't really know anything about it, and they look at the stuff on the surface, just the names, the thumbnails, they'll be like, "Yo, these dudes are crazy." But with me, I just came in, I came through, said some jokes like with Papa, it was about his voice. With Evie Kane, it was about like his voice too. Like he sounds like a dude that just caught his girl holding hands with a dude at VIM at the sneaker store and stuff like that. Just stuff like that to where people could relate to it and where people could be like, like, all right, these dudes are like, let's focus on their music. Let's not focus on their criminal activities. Let's not focus on who's the biggest gangster. Let's not focus on who really actually caught a body. You know what I mean? I wanted to focus on, you know, let's talk about this dude's music. Let's talk about this dude and how he could potentially be successful in his career. You know, and that's kind of how I garnered all my videos. That's kind of how I tailored all my videos and stuff like that. So when I see like Pop Smoke, like when Pop Smoke came along, I was definitely excited. You know what I mean? I can't lie. You know what I mean? Y'all could probably even go back to some of those videos. I was hyped. You know what I mean? I was hyper. Because if you know me, you know, I'm definitely a huge 50 Cent fan. You know what I mean? I've been a 50 Cent fan since I was like 6 years old. So to see a dude that is reminiscent of 50 Cent and people are saying he's the new 50 Cent, and when you look at certain stuff from his background, you know what I'm saying? You look at certain stuff from his background, like certain street stuff, you're like, oh, this is real similar to like 50. You know what I mean? And like I always said stuff like you know, like Pop Smoke had like that it factor. Like, you know what I mean? Like Pop Smoke was like the new kid that came to your school that like when he came he was instantly cool with everybody. He could play basketball. You know what I mean? But he could play football too because he got an arm. And then you know what I mean? And he talks to the girls. He gets all the girls because he got an earring. And y'all in third grade and nobody got their ears pierced yet. You know what I mean? And he sits with the autistic kids and you know what I mean, he does charities and he's like that dude. You know what I mean, that dude that can fill like every void in the school. He's on student council. I mean, just that one kid in your school where it's like, yo, you want to hate on him, but at the end of the day, you know he's cool. You know what I mean, and he'll probably hold it down for you. That was Pop Smoke. You know what I mean, that was definitely Pop Smoke. And when I look at like the stuff in the recent months, you know, like when he was really starting to get like mainstream success and commercial success, whatever you want to call it these days, I looked at how people like talked about him. A lot of people were saying stuff about his voice, this and that. But me, for the most part, like I said before, I don't really want to say like I was covering like his stuff ground level, but at the end of the day, like I was seeing what was going on actually outside and stuff like that, and just looking at his music. You know what I mean? Like early on with his music, everybody loved him. It was like that electrifying feeling, like like that old school 50 tape run where like really like the kids in the hood really know about it, and like everyone that really that's in the community and really in the culture like knows about it. Like, oh, this is the dude. Like, he's the next guy. Like, it's been a while for me that I saw that in New York. I mean, like in years. When's the last time I really saw something like that from New York City? Besides like Eight Boogie. I mean, it's been a while. So when I saw that, I was definitely excited. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely excited to see how dude maneuvered. But like I saw it as he moved up and he got more success. That's definitely where people that I pretty much saw was probably from other parts of the country, like that were like mad old, like his voice or this or how he's dancing and stuff like that. And to me, it's really surprising. You know what I mean? To me, it was definitely surprising, and that made me think again, like, when we think about Pop Smoke, like, cause like I said before, I've been a 50 Cent fan since I was like 6 years old. Like to me, like I'm like older right now, in my 20s. I feel like 50 Cent is one of the best rappers to ever live. Right now, there's a 5 or 6 year old kid that one day is gonna say that Pop Smoke is the best rapper to ever live. That's something people got to think about. You know what I mean? Because like I was thinking about this whole thing, and what I'm saying, I'm like, damn man, this whole thing is crazy. Like I was waiting. I don't know if there was gonna be a Meet the Woo 3, Volume 3. Like I was like, I was waiting for him to drop the Bow video. I was waiting for the Like Me video. Like I know he had all these. Like I'm waiting for all these old like R&B songs and stuff like that. Like these like old remix sample stuff he had that I saw on YouTube. I'm like, yo, where's all this stuff at? But like after his tragic passing and everything, I'm like, damn man, you know. But when we look back on like Pop Smoke, you know what I'm saying? There's definitely gonna be people that are really gonna put him up there in like top tens, top fives, top 25s. That's what it is. You know what I mean? That's definitely what it is. Even just last month, I think earlier this month, I was like, Pop Smoke Meet the Woo Volume One. That's a classic. I mean, that's definitely a classic tape. And then Meet the Woo Volume Two is that, like I said before, like when people like to talk about 50 Cent and the Massacre and Get Rich or Die Trying, they heavily plays Get Rich or Die Trying because that was the album where 50 bullied the industry and he came in and he was the underdog and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, when you want to be realistic, when you want to talk about stacks and statistics and stuff like that, statistically, the Massacre is probably supposed to be a better album because Get Rich or Die Trying did so well in sales that the budget is going to be bigger to where they're going to have better beats and better quality music. That's just what it is. But yeah, like Meet the Woo Volume Two, to me that's definitely a classic because it's like, normally you'd have to wait and stuff like that because like to really rate an album, you're not gonna really do it in one day, not even a week, not even three, probably like a month or a little, or a few weeks after, But when we talk about Meet the Woo Volume Two, you know what I'm saying? The untimely passing of Pop Smoke, I really feel like it puts it up there, and I really feel like it puts him up there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I feel like it's like, like I wanna know what someone like that was alive for when like Biggie passed and like how they felt and like how they felt that people were doing things and moving around and everything. Because I kind of feel like I wasn't alive for that, but you know like I was born shortly after that. But like I always wondered like how do people like how would you compare that whole thing where people were like jumping in the street and like it was a whole public ceremony. I don't know if y'all saw the Notorious movie. Like it was a ceremony, everybody dancing in the street in Brooklyn. It seemed like the whole New York City, but I'm just wondering like how people you know what I'm saying, look at that and view that and is it similar, you know what I'm saying? Because to my knowledge, Pop Smoke and his close friends and family, they decided to have like some sort of funeral, but I think it was only close friends and family. But then I was talking to someone too, and then they were like, "Yo, why don't they just do like the parade and everything, like like Biggie?" And I'm like, "Yo, bro, come on, bro. Like, why would you really say something like that? Like, this dude is not like just some dude. Like, this is a real person. This is someone that we like people we watched him grow, and you know what I'm saying. We watched him, you know." overcome certain stuff that people in his position every day don't really overcome. You know what I'm saying? And this is a dude with real friends and real people that cared about him. This is a dude that really inspired people. So for you to say that, yo, why don't they have his, you know, why don't they have his funeral in the parade? Like we should have a parade. At that point, are we really honoring him, or are we honoring you and your selfish needs that you want to be jumping around and doing a parade and stuff like that because you don't got nothing to do on the weekend? You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no chicks to smash. You want to, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like stuff like that just gets me mad because I feel like people they want to like celebrate this thing like because they want to celebrate his death. Like I feel like kind of like the Tentacion thing. Like I get like rappers like at certain times in history where they've passed, like, oh, there's been a bunch of celebrations and parades and people jumping around. But at the end of the day, this is 2020 and this is really somebody's family, and I don't think everybody really wants you know, I don't think everybody really wants their family and their loved one to just be paraded around like just some figure, and like that's somebody's real family. That's somebody that they really care about them. So, you know, I have no problem with them doing whatever they want to do in terms of their funeral service. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Turn on notification, like, subscribe. What do you think about this? What do you think about this whole Pop Smoke thing? You know what I'm saying? It's definitely crazy. And during his reign and everything, I don't even think he realized what he was doing and like the doors he was opening up for people, and rap and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think the other dudes, the 22 G's, the Chef G's, I don't think they realized what they were doing and how important it was until like now. You know what I'm saying? And until like the untimely passing of Pop Smoke, I don't feel like they realized, like a lot of the stuff they were doing is actually important and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think it's definitely dope that people are starting to realize, their worth and pretty much how to handle things and like what's going on and everything. I mean, but let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Turn on notifications, like, subscribe. What do you think about this? How do you feel about Pop Smoke and his progression and the clip that played in this video? You know what I mean? Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. And how do you feel about the whole his family want to have a funeral service in private? Let me know in the comment section. Y'all turn on notifications, like, subscribe, y'all. How?
Smoke in the building.
No, big packs only.
Big packs. Speaking of big packs, how much money you just put up on that counter?
I don't know, just a couple, just a little something.
That's regular light.
We about to go spend that tonight.
That's light.
Yeah, it's what we eat with. It's what we put in our gas tank.
What made you decide, yo, I'm gonna be a rapper?
I ain't a rapper.
Oh, you're not a rapper?
Nah.
So what would you call yourself? An artist?
I'm a hustler.
Money, power, respect. You get that, then you drop Flexing.
Right. I only dropped Flexing because these, little niggas kept talking too much, you know what I'm trying to say?
So you did it for fun. It was more like...
just sex, because, they said I was going to die before that shit dropped.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Still here.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a hot nine.
You know what I'm saying? With a big pack. Big pack on me.